I'm just having my morning devotion and I just came across something and I just really wanted to share this. How many times have you been going through a difficult time in your life, whether that be with your health, with your finances, with your family, and out of nowhere you start to hear thoughts, negative thoughts that will cause you, if you follow these thoughts, that will cause you to question God, question his love for you, question how he sees you, his plans for you, if he even regards you in any which way. It's happened to me numerous of times. And I'm just reading the book of Job and I'm just realizing that these thoughts aren't necessarily our own, that these thoughts come from the enemy to cause us to doubt God and see God in a negative way, and to curse him and to turn our backs on him. I'm reading the book of Job. I've been reading the book of Job this week, a part of my devotion. And for those of you who don't know, Job was a righteous man. He loved God and God blessed him immensely in his family and with his health, with wisdom and with material things. He was highly blessed. Now, Satan went before God and said to God, and God said to him, have you considered my servant Job? Excuse the madness, I've just woken up, as I said. And he was like, listen, then he was like, listen, Job's only faithful to you because of what you've given him. If you were to take away those blessings from him, he would curse you. He would curse you like the man who don't have anything. He's only loyal to you because of what you have given him. So God is like, all right, then come, take his stuff and let's see what happens. And the enemy went and destroyed what he had and started to affect his health. Job didn't curse God. Now, Job had 3 friends, now in chapter 4, and Job has 3 friends, and the 3 friends come and they are, for 7 days, the Bible said that they're mourning with Job. No one ain't talking, they're just sitting there crying and mourning with Job. Now, the first of the friends to come and speak to Job is a friend called Eliphaz. Now, Eliphaz starts to encourage Job and he's like, listen, just hold on, because your reverence, how you've been, and your integrity, how you've lived your life, with God, should be hope that, I guess these things will pass. And then he begins to say that something came to me that I need to share with you, but it came to me in the night. And I think Eliphaz, based on what he's described, that he had sleep paralysis. Because he says, in the night when deep sleep falls on men, this is verse 13 of chapter 4, fear came upon me and trembling, which made all my bones shake. Then a spirit passed before my face, and the hair on my body stood still, but I could not discern its appearance, but a form was before my eyes. When you have sleep paralysis, what happens? Fear grips you. Fear grips you to the point that you cannot move. Your hairs on your body stand up. They stand still. You shake and you cannot move. You can not even speak. I believe that from this now, I wholeheartedly believe that sleep paralysis isn't just something that happens when you're between 2 different types of sleeps, or however it is that they try to explain it. I genuinely believe that sleep paralysis is a spiritual attack from the enemy directly. The only difference with Eliphaz's sleep paralysis and the sleep paralysis that I have, praise be to God, is that the enemy spoke to Eliphaz, and I don't think this was any enemy. I think this was Satan himself. And he starts to now say things to Eliphaz for him to get up that morning and question the character of God and God's love for his creation. Because from verses 17 to 21, Eliphaz, says that the enemy is basically saying, can a mortal be more righteous than God? Can a man be more pure than his maker? If he, talking about God, puts no trust in his servants, and if he talking about God, charges his angels with error, how much more those who dwell in the house of clay, whose foundation is in the dust, and who, you know, yeah. So he goes on. What he's doing is now twisting the truth, as he did with Adam and Eve in Genesis, and as he has done all the way through this book, and same thing as he has done in your life and in mine. He gives us thoughts with half-truths and twists them, and to get you to now question God's love for you, his character, his integrity, how he sees you, how he sees your family, how he sees your finances, how he sees your health, how he sees your future. For you to then turn your back on God, give up on God, and curse God. And that is what he was doing with Eliphaz. He was putting these thoughts in Eliphaz's head for Eliphaz to now question God himself, and to put these thoughts into Job, for Job to then turn around, take these thoughts as gospel, as truth, and for Job to turn around and curse God. When you're going through your trials and your tribulation, when you're going through your Job season, these thoughts will come to you. It's come to me, it's come to all of us. This is an old tactic from the enemy that he has been using from from Genesis. He will come when you are at your most vulnerable, at times when your spiritual life may be not so strong, or come at times where it's make or break for your walk with God, for you to doubt God, question God, and curse God. When these thoughts come upon you, please be wise to realize that these thoughts are not your own, but these thoughts are from the enemy. Whatever you are going through, just remember God's love for you. Remember that God says, "For I know the plans that I have for you," in Jeremiah. Plans to give you hope. "For I know the plans that I have for you," says the Lord. Thoughts of peace and not evil, to give you a future and a hope. The way how God sees you, the way how God thinks about you, what he thinks of you, how he sees you, is quite contrary to the thoughts that the enemy is trying to get you to hold on to. Be blessed and happy Thursday.